Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Chin. Like you know that he is a buffer and a bard, so let's compare him to Elfim and Roy. By the way, he is a man, so yeah, it is really surprising. So I'm really sorry if I accidentally call him by her or she. And yeah, let's begin the guide. So if you take a look on his stats, there is nothing special from him, okay? And as a buffer, it is okay because, yeah, basically as a buffer, you don't need attack. You only need survivability, okay? But he also able to attack using magic, so you need to pay attention about his magic stats. And I must say, it is disappointing. Only 80% at the max, so it is very low if you compare him to top tier mage on 7 stars form. Okay, and for other stats like health, MP, it is also underwhelming. If you take a look, he only gets 40% health while Elfim gets 70%. Yes, maybe it is better than Roy, but still, it doesn't make he become good in terms of survivability. Only have 30% MP boost. But it's okay because he gets nice 10% MP regen per turn. And for defensive stats, he gets 50% defense and 80% spirit, which are lower than Elfim. So really his stats is nothing special. For ailments, he has sleep, silence, paralyzed, confused, and petrify. So you can relax that he always able to sing on every turn. Also, he has charm resist, so you only need to pay attention about star resist. And on 7 stars, if you equip his Trappppp exquisite hairpiece, this is very good Trappppp, okay, because it increases 40 magic, which are quite high, and it gives you 30% equipment magic. So this is martial glove for magic stats. So remember, he is a limited character, so if you want to build double hand magician, then you probably need to pull Chin for his Trappppp. And the Trappppp also reduce MP use for songs by 50%. So it is pretty good because he's a bard, so you won't have any problem with his MP, okay, because he has 10% MP and his songs cost less MP. He also has minus 25% chance of being targeted, so he is kind of safe, and it will also upgrade his LB. This is a must have, okay, because yeah, his LB will be really good when you equip his Trappppp, so there's no reason not to equip this. And the last passive, you will get 50% equipment magic when single wielding any weapon. So his main weapon is harp, so there is no problem, okay. And he also gets fatal damage protection, which is really important for bard, so he can sing on every turn. So pretty good, but maybe not that surprising or special, okay. Enough about stats, now let's talk about abilities. So for Chin songs, there are too many and kind of complicated, so I will simply summarize it, okay. So all of his stats buff cannot be dispelled, so this is his main advantage, except for the cooldown ability, because the cooldown ability still can be dispelled, so be careful about that. And yeah, all of her buffs or Imperial picks reach their maximum potential on the 3rd turn or second 2 turns after you cast them. So for Imperials, the maximum Imperial you can reach is 70%, and it ended at 45%. So this is why I don't like Chin at all. So to make you to have 70%, you need to wait for 3 turns, and by all the way, okay, 70% are not that special. Most top tier attackers already able to impale the enemies by themselves. So what's this for? I don't understand. Also, this 70% only lasts for one turn. On the next turn, it lasts 45%, which is really below average. So bad. For buff, defense spirit and attack magic buff, they pick at 200%, which is insane. 200%, very high. But again, they only last one turn. After that, it ended at 140%. It is still high, but like I said, not like I said, okay, but yeah, it is. You will be locked between defense spirit and attack and magic songs. You will repeat, because if you don't repeat your song, then your buff will be gone. So basically, Chin is like Soleil. Remember that Soleil, you need to keep dancing between her offensive and defensive dance. Sure, she can act every turn, but it is kinda pseudo act, because your action is getting locked to certain ability, same like Chin. So I don't like it at all. And for breaks, instead of decaying, it keeps improving, but it still sucks. It picks at 70%. So you really need to time carefully. Okay, oh my god, the enemy gonna use their threshold attack on the third turn, so I'm gonna use the break song on the first turn. Oh my god, too complicated. Okay, 70% is good, but it will end at 45% breaks, which is again low. 45%. It is the number you get from Warrior of Light Arms Eraser. What? And the break and buff combination. So yeah, he has two buffing abilities. So the previous buff that I talk about is simply pure buffs, but this one combined buff and breaks at the same time. So it is like Elfim song. So this one pick at 180% and 60% break, which are nice, but again, it ended at 130% and 45%. So 45% is not high by any mean. 130% is good. So I simply recommend you to bring a breaker and simply use your defense and spirit, pure defense and spirit song to increase your stats, because yeah, 200% pick, very good. And for cooldown ability, it is nice. Remove all the buffs from all allies, increase break resist, stop and charm resist. Very amazing, but it is not available on the first turn, so you need to wait 7 turns. Oh my god, congratulations for that. Okay, if the enemy use powerful attack on the third turn, then oh, you probably dead because you don't have damage mitigation. Because damage mitigation is really important today. That's what makes Bard kinda suck. Okay, for Microsoft Nicole, Zargabat, they can simply cast it on the first turn. Tada! You have complete buff. But for Bard, oh, you need to wait 7 turns? What kind of thinking is that? And for Limit Burst, it is good because they also, the stat effects cannot be dispelled. It picks at 130% for 4 turns. Very good. But yeah, if you pay attention to when I talk about stats, then he doesn't have faster LB rate. So good luck with that. Feeling that her LB, okay? So yeah, if you use him, then level up this LB. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about his abilities. He can drain all your party chaining abilities, so it is nice if you bring a character with high magic, so yeah, you can chain with each other, but really nothing special, only 5 times damage multiplier, too low to be useful. So enough about abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, he is a bard, so simply focus on his survivability. But if you want to use him as a magician, then focus on his magic. But really, I don't recommend that. First, the damage multiplier is low. Also, like I said, you are locked on his songs. Okay, so attack magic, defense spirit. After the attack magic gone, you need to use defense and spirit song again. And when your defense spirit and you need to use your attack and magic song again. Oh my god, lock like so little if you understand what I meant. Okay, really bad. So I think that's all about equipment. So my conclusion for Chin, I don't like him at all. First, he is a trap, not in gender or fashion, but all of his skill sets are kind of complicated to me, in my opinion. Okay, you can give your party damage mitigation, you can imperil, but not those things are not the highest you can reach on the game. And if you use her as a buffer, then you will get locked on his attack magic and defense spirit song. Once you, let's say you use defense spirit song and then you use imperil, that means you won't have the attack and magic buff, and so that's kind of annoying. Okay, what's the purpose? Also, yeah, I know her buff cannot be dispelled, which make him really good, but again, really I don't like it. It is way too complicated. Sure, he can grant chaining magic to all characters, 5 chaining families, but really, they only have 5 times damage multiplier, so they are not high. So what's the purpose here? I really cannot understand. Okay, sure, it is nice, but really I don't simply like him at all. Okay, it is up to you if you want to pull for him, but for me I don't recommend at all. But his Trust Master reward is very good because, yeah, like I said, it is martial glove for magician, and the bad thing is his Super Trust Master reward. It is two-handed harp. Who's gonna use that? Chin? Up to you. But like I said, I don't like Chin at all. Sure, if for you Chin lover, then yeah, feel free to hate me, but really I cannot recommend. First, he is a bard. Second, trap. Third, too complicated. Simply too complicated and require precise timing, and yeah, basically very hard to use, I guess. If you compare him to Elevim is not complicated at all. You simply use her defense and spirit buff song, and then wait until her LB full, and then tada, you get 75% breaks. So I think Elevim is still the best bard here. I know that Elevim doesn't have damage mitigation, and yeah, she cannot attack, but really I simply prefer Elevim. Okay, yes, maybe you say Chin's buff cannot be dispelled. Yes, I perfectly aware of that, so feel free if you want to use him, but really you need too many setup, too complicated, so I really don't like it. For Roy, he is also not that complicated, but Roy is inferior than Elevim, I guess. Roy doesn't have damage mitigation. Also, yeah, basically Roy breaks and other buffs are below Elevim. So really I don't think Roy is that good at this moment. Basically I don't think bards are good because, yeah, Zargabat, Microsoft Nicole, Seaside Nicole simply punch them all. But if you like Chen, then really I don't recommend you at all. And I think this Chinese New Year banner is bad. Okay, first Baihu and Shuku Duo Transcend is hard to gear. Now this one team too complicated, so I think they are trying to hard to create something special that ends in strange usage. Okay, so really I don't like Chin at all, but feel free if you want to pull for him. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Chin. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private Spheres guide. Bye bye guys.